Hey guys, it's Elena and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be doing a look with the new Juvias Place Sweet Pinks Mini Palette. So if you're interested in seeing what look I create, then definitely keep on watching. So here's the palette. It's so cute. I love these little mini palettes. I just wish that they had mirrors on the inside, but here's the color story. So it's super pretty, and again, I'm gonna try to use all of the shades in here like I did with my other video on the mauves. These palettes, the mini ones, they retail for $14, which I think is a really good price for the palettes because Juvias Place is just really good. I love all of their products, honestly, but their eyeshadows are one of the best formulas that I've ever tried. I'm just gonna prime my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is the JH35. It's like fluffy but then kind of flat at the same time, and I am going to start with this shade right here, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids as like a transition setting type of shade. So super pigmented right away, and there's literally zero kick up in the pan, so that's nice. Oh, hello pigments. Yeah, Juvias Place has literally the best eyeshadow formula. I've never had any problems with their formula, like ever. I can't even think of any palettes that I've had any problems with. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to take it directly above this shade. Alright, so now that that shade is there and it's blended out, we are going to move on to the next shade. So I'm going to dip into this shade here and try to like deepen up the look. Ooh, wow, this is a gorgeous shade. I think I probably picked up too much pigment, but I mean, it's super pretty. So I'm trying to keep it just on the outer V, but maybe I'll change my mind. So I'm just blending it out here first. So we do have 3 shimmers to use. I don't even know how we're gonna do that. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm just gonna put that in my first half. Oh, that picked up a lot. I swiped on it like 3 or 4 times, so. Wow. I'm impressed because I always have to wet my brushes for Juvias Place shimmers. Like, they work really well dry, but they're subtle. But like usually to get like a really pop of shimmer, you have to wet your brush, but it looks like I might not have to do that. Yeah, wow. It's really buildable as well because this is the second layer, and it looks like if I wet my brush. Now we're going to move on to this shade right here, and I'm going to put it on the rest of my eye. It's a little hard to see this shimmer, probably because, you know, the shades that are underneath are very similar. But it's there, and it looks really pretty. Alright, so like up close, I can tell that there's a difference, but it's very slight. Like, it's a very slight difference between the shimmers. Like, you guys probably wouldn't even be able to tell that there is a difference, like on camera and with the lighting and everything, but there is a difference. It looks really nice though. Like, I really do like it. Now let's move on to the inner corner. And I am going to do this one dry. So we are using this shade right here as the inner corner. And this is just a pencil brush from Juvias Place. This is from the multi-colored collection. I do wish that there was a lighter shade though, like like a white type of shade, a whitish pink shade, if that makes any sense. Because, I mean, it looks okay, but this isn't the type of shade that I would use as my inner corner. So I'm gonna do my other eye, and then we'll come back on camera to do the tight line and talk about the palette, because after we do the tight line, then we're pretty much done. Alright guys, so I finished up the other eye, and oh my gosh, guys, this looks so pretty. This look is so pretty. Like, it's super like Barbie pink is what I'm like, the vibes that I'm getting from it. And it's like I'm looking at myself in my mirror and I'm just like, girl, that eyeshadow is so pretty. Like, I think that this is my favorite Juvia's Place mini palette because it's just these shades. Okay, let me stop fangirling. Let's do this tight line, and then we can, you know, talk about this palette, which I'm assuming you guys already know that I'm about to say that I love this palette. So I'm going to tightline with this shade first, just to see if I like it with just that shade, and I may add another shade if it's, you know, not that much. Alright guys, well here's the final look. So real quick on my lips, I used Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Lipstick from the Peaches line, and this is in the shade Me. So here it is in the shade Me, and then the lip liner, the Luxe lip liner in the shade Lush. So I love this combination together. It looks really nice. It feels really comfortable. I have a whole video swatching all of the lipsticks and lip glosses from Juvia's Place, their new lipsticks. So if you want to see that, I'll card it above. Hopefully I don't forget to card it, but if I do, the video is there. So now let's talk about the palette. I love this palette, absolutely love it. Like I said, this is my favorite of the mini palettes. Again, this is the Sweet Pinks by Juvia's Place, obviously. Real quick, I do want to let you guys know, on the back it does say color 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and color 6 are not intended for use around the immediate eye area, which that's basically all of the shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's really weird. I guess that just means that they're like pressed pigments or something and they'll stain your eyes, but I've never had any issues with Juvia's Place's formula. So I just wanted to mention that for those of you who may not know. It does say that on the back, but again, it says for external use only, discontinue use if signs of irritation or rash occur. So I guess if you have sensitive eyes, just be careful with this palette. The mauves one didn't say that on the back, so maybe it's just because these pinks are super pigmented that they may irritate your eyes. But again, like I said, I've never had an issue with Juvia's Place formula before doing that. Never had an issue with it irritating my eyes. Now, as far as staining, pinks usually do stain because they're super pigmented, so just be aware of that, I guess. But I do love this palette. The shimmers are amazing. They work really well dry. They work even better wet, because when I did this eye, I did wet my brush and it did help it pop a little bit more, but really not that much of a difference, so you don't even have to wet your brush if you don't want to. Now, as far as the mattes, it's, you know, if you've tried Juvia's Place palettes before, then it's the same exact matte formula. Super pigmented, really blendable and buildable, so that is a plus. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I used every shade on the eyes today and I love the look that I got. I think that it looks super pretty. It's very Barbie pink, like I said, and I'm obsessed. I really am obsessed with it. I do love it. So I highly recommend that you go check out Juvia's Place if you have not already. You are missing out. I'm telling you, you're missing out if you haven't tried any of their products. I highly recommend that you start with their eyeshadows if you love eyeshadows. And again, I recommend their lip products because they're so amazing. They're just, Juvia's Place is like the best. They're my favorite. I can't say like anything else really. It's like I sound like a super fangirl right now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what you think about this look. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Also, let me know if you're going to pick up any of these mini palettes, or if you have any, which one is your favorite, or if you've tried a lot of Juvia's Place products or any of their products, what are your favorite products? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, please make sure that you like it if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you have not already. I really do appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys have a super safe and fantabulous day, and I'll see you next time with another one. Bye!